Hello! Today on... Oh, wait. Hello! Today on Let's Human Today, we're gonna human. Yes. It's tea time! Wait, I can make like a little aesthetic B. Grab that handle. That's... Tea time! Welcome back. Oh, hold up. We got our chamomile tea. Play some fairy music. Today on Let's Human Today, we're painting. Why? Because I've been wanting to paint and I keep telling myself, oh, I don't got time to paint. Well, guess what? You're watching this video with me, so we're gonna paint. I'm challenging myself to only use red and blue. I had the idea of painting a dragon, because I fucking love dragons, and who doesn't love dragons? This is a fun angle. I feel like Bill Nye. I want like a weird little fun fact to appear on screen right now. What if I make a dragon in drag? That sounds dumb. I want to make a hot dragon. This is the reference image. Is this looking amazing? Probably. Boom! Haha! Picasso, can you even see that? You can't even see that, can you? Hold up, zoom in. Can you like see? Can you envision my vision like I'm visioning? Are you painting too? I hope you're painting. I hope you're not just watching me paint. The point is we're supposed to be doing this together, okay? Oh. Don't waste paint. Hot. During quarantine, I got really into art. I was like, oh, I love art. I drew like every day. I did like that, what's it called? How to draw a box challenge thing. I kid you not, if I can, I will find all my old sketchbooks where I legitimately just drew boxes and try to practice perspective. And I painted a lot too. I painted less than I did drawing because I thought to myself it's more important for me to learn form than it is for me to learn like color. And now color is like my weakest, I want to say it's definitely one of my weakest artistic attributes. I think I definitely have more of a good sense of form and perspective. Don't look at this dragon. Okay, this dragon's for fun. I'm not trying to think too hard about like form and perspective here. I just kind of wanted to get back into painting, you know? I would just always think to myself, I'm just not a creative person. I'm not good, so I shouldn't even like try. And that's kind of the topic of this video, is I want to talk about creativity and how we view it, and more specifically, I think how I viewed it and how my perspective on what it means to be creative has changed. I would still say that I am not a good artist compared to a lot of people online, compared to a lot of my peers, compared to myself, shit, even just in quarantine when I was practicing way more of my art. But I would definitely call myself a creative person. And I think it's a dishonor to yourself to be a creative person and not to make art. Even if it's not the prettiest thing, I think you owe it to yourself, you owe it to the world to continue the act of creation. For some people that's having kids, and that's fucked up, don't do that. My art was always for other people. Not to be naive, and not to act, and that's not me being like naive about the fact that, you know, artists have to make a living somehow, so in some form or way they kind of have to listen to what their audience wants. But I mean more in a everyday human living situation of, hey, you know, you can like draw and not want to be a full-time artist, right? You can have fun drawing. Not everything has to be about progressing your skill. Some things can just be about being in the moment and being with yourself and being with a few stupid little giant bottles of paint that were on sale that you thought would be a good idea and a good investment because you were getting into painting, just to realize these paints weren't actually even meant to be used on paper. You know, not that that matters or anything at all, I guess. A dinosaur, I mean a dragon dinosaur. Oh, dragon? Dinosaur? Isn't that just like pterodactyl with extra steps? You know? Thank you for joining me today on another day, on another episode of Let's Human Today. Cause being human involves a lot more than just making money. It's also about having fun. When's the last time we've had some fun? Apparently me right now, I'm having a pretty good time because I'm making a dragon dinosaur. This dragon's badass. I'm sorry, say what you want, girl. This dragon is dragoned. Like, dude. Okay, I fucked up. The dinosaur dragon. Here's his lore. His parents are the king and queen of the dragons, but he doesn't want to be the next in line to take over the kingdom. So he's actually a punk rocker and is also a drag performer. See, I wove in the drag. You thought I forgot about the drag dragon, but I didn't. You'll find him at protests. He doesn't believe in the AM. He doesn't believe in the PM. He doesn't call himself a hero because calling yourself a hero makes you a self-narcissistic autocrat. So I've decided I'm gonna paint the whole thing red. We thought it was gonna be purple, now it's gonna be red. That's okay. Sometimes you gotta pivot. Sometimes you gotta trust your creative process. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, accept it, and make the best of your outcome, and make the best of your circumstances, okay? And that's what we're all about in this channel. We're all about being uplifting and positive in the worst and possible way. That is what I want to do for YouTube. I want to be the most positive comfort channel on YouTube while simultaneously making everyone around me feel a little uncomfortable, which is also what my middle school and elementary school experience was like until I learned what masking was. You know what also, I think at some point I started thinking to myself certain art forms were kind of cheesy, or like why would people do that? Like poetry. I fucking love poetry. I used to write like poetry all the fucking time. Now I look at it and I'm like, oh god, who writes poetry? It's so like nerdy and cheesy. But I secretly really want to write poetry again. Changing topic. Transition. 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 Okay, I'm gonna put this brush down for a second. Hold up. We'll let this dry. Art's really silly. It's really funny. And yes, it's like really meaningful and can move people and can start wars and can change minds, but overall, it is so silly. It's really funny, and it's like a bunch of humans were just like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make little doodles of the things that we see, and we're gonna use any medium we can, and we're just gonna try to make shit we think is cool. I think it's really easy to be like, oh, art's like this third language, only certain people speak it, only certain people of a certain mystique and like intelligence can really understand how to make good art and how to appreciate good art, and it's like, I'm not sure about that, you know? I'm not saying good art should be easy to understand for everyone. I'm saying we take art way too seriously, and I think that stops a lot of people from pursuing their creative nature. Not necessarily creative career, but creative natures in general. If you're an artist, this is you. And this is also you. And this is you. You are the same as all these artists that came before you, in the sense that you have an innate creativity that you wish to share. Sure, you have your own unique abilities and gifts compared to all these artists, but that creativity was still within both of you. The only real difference being time and technological advancement. But that's the beautiful thing about looking back into history, is you look at all these people who have had the same emotions. I don't really think many of these people were geniuses of any sort. I just think they are people who had the balls to be themselves and to tell others about it. Haha. Da-da. Later, stranger.